to see the numerical. So let our data matrix be a score of the three subjects. So what are three subjects? Math, English, art. Okay. From this point, we will understand the each and everything properly. And whenever you have any problem, so you can ask me anytime, no issue. So how many columns we have? Just can anyone tell me how many columns we have over here? Yes. Can anyone tell me how many columns we have?
Three columns.
Uh, no, we have the four columns. We have to include these columns as well as student. Okay. So we have the four columns. One is student, math, English, and art. From these columns, we are selecting the features. Those are the our important features. Those are the math, English, and art. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the these values. So total number of the information we have the 5. So we will focus on the features, our selected features, and after selecting our features, we will try to reduce the features. Okay, that is the point we need to keep in mind. So that is an important point we need to keep in mind. I'm repeating once again. We are selecting only three important features. One is a math, English, and art. These are the subjects. Student is also a kind of the column or attribute which also features, but that is not applicable. So we know the math, English, art. These are the related features we can do. These are the related of the our subjects we can do. But from this perspective, we will try to identify or we will try to reduce our three important features into the three into the its low dimension. Maybe we can update into the two dimension. So let us understand this concept by for understanding purpose simply. But you can try to implement your work with a large volume of data set. But for the practical session, what I've decided, I've just tried to implement same thing as we are discussing over here. So what I will do and what I will implement, that is the point you people are required to keep in mind. Please keep in mind. I will transform these information to the my data set and I will calculate each and everything in front of you with the name with the practical session. Then you will see how to implement the PCA and where we will see the information properly. Okay, so don't worry. So can we use these three features into a matrix? Can we write all these features into the three different matrices? Yes, tell me, can we write?
Yes, sir.
So can I write the all these three features like this one over here? Can I write?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the point we have to keep in mind over here, please listen carefully. Before calculating the variance, you must have the mean. Okay. Yes, tell me. We must have
Mean.
mean. We must have mean. Now, now listen. Compute the mean for every dimension of the whole data set. And why? Because see, for
We
covariance.
have to find variance.
See. So, what is our important step? We need to calculate the covariance matrix. Okay, I'm just writing over here covariance matrix. Covariance matrix. I'm writing matrix in short way. Covariance matrix. And for doing this one, what we must have? We must have the covariance. Am I right? Mathematically, I'm speaking over here for a betterment. Just tell me. Covariance is required. And for the covariance, what we must have? We must have the variance. And for calculating the variance, what we must have? We must have the mean. And that is the reason we are calculating the mean. Now it is clear? Okay, so mean can be used into the variance and variance will be used into the covariance calculation and this is used into the covariance. Now it is clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay, so if we need to calculate the mean of the matrix, I'm just saying to over here, you need to calculate the mean of the matrix, mean of the A matrix. How we can get it? How we can get it? We are talking about this M subject. We are talking about the English subject. All these are the features. And there's the art features. So we can get the mean of the math, English, and art. Can we get like this one? 90 plus 90 plus 60 plus 60 plus 30 divided by 5. Can I get mean?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So we will get the 66. You can calculate without any doubt. And if I calculate the mean of the English subject, then 60 plus 90 plus 60 plus 60 plus 30, so I will get the 60. You can calculate. And at the last, can anyone tell me what is the mean of the art, what you are getting? Yes, please tell me what is the value you are getting? Can anyone tell me?
60, sir.
60. Okay, how did you calculate? Can you tell me? Ninety plus 30 plus 60, 90 plus 30 plus 60 plus 90 plus 30 divided by 5. So we will got the our answer.
60.
We will get our answer 60, of course. Okay. So we have done this activity like this one. Okay, I have also calculated two other slots. Now get. So the mean of the matrix A, we will get it how we are getting. So now it is clear.
Yes, sir. Clear.
So according to our algorithm, what we have done, getting the data set, we have done represent the data into the structure. That it means to represent our information to the matrices we have done. Okay, so we have selected
Yes,
the feature. It is done. Standardizing the data we are
Yes.
not doing. Standardizing the data we are not doing. You want, if you want to, then you can do. Just how we can do over here. Just I can show you. See, you can simplify all these values, just 90, 90, just like 969,993,660. So you can divide by the 10. Okay. But that is not a good way, because standardization means we're talking about the standardization. It means we have to decide some range, so value can contain the some range or some values. So standardization, the value standardize of the value can be calculated by the mean. Okay, so standardize of the data will be done by the simple formula. And what is the formula? I will tell you into the practical session. Don't worry. But I'm just inform you all the simple formula. And for standardize your value, you must have the mean first. Okay, so don't worry. In the practical session, I will tell you the formula, and I will tell you how we are getting the value through the Python library. In the Python library, we will get something in simple way, so you will understand the concept properly. Okay. So here we have only the 5 data, so we will not think about it in detail manner. Okay, so we will solve our problem in simple way. Okay, now is it clear right now? So far, is it clear to all
Yes.
how we are getting the mean of the matrix A?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, good. So now it's time to compute the covariance matrix.
Covariance.
Yeah. So as our algorithm is saying to us, standardizing the data, after that you need to calculate the covariance of the matrix. Okay.
Z.
So
Yes.
here Z means we are talking about Z means the here in the algorithm we are using Z, but in this our numerical portion, what we have a
We are
matrix.
using
A matrix. I have already written here. So we are using the A matrix. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So now we need to calculate the covariance of the our A matrix, and here we have the solution. So let's rewrite the original matrix like this one. So I have written my matrix over here. So you can see the math, English, art values, and total number of the rows we have the 5. Okay. And covariance matrix we are getting the 504, 363, 180, 0, 720, 180. So can you tell me how we can get all these values? Can you tell me how we are getting all these values? Yes, can anyone tell me anything? If you want to, please speak.
Sir, here we're taking A and as well as A into A dash, and we are multiplying A and A dash, then we'll be getting this matrix.
Okay, see, just let me inform you all once again. We compute the covariance of the two variables. So So what is written? We need to compute the covariance, and without the variance, can you able to get the covariance? Just tell me. Without the covariance, you will able to get the covariance?
No, sir.
No. So first we need to calculate the variance of the each and every subject. Am I right? We need to calculate
Yes,
the
sir.
variance of each and every subject. Okay. So how we can get the variance? So without wasting much time, this portion is not available into anywhere. So I'm explaining here how we can get the variance and covariance. So please listen carefully. Let us see how we are getting the covariance matrix. So first we need to calculate the variance of each and every subject. So if I try to calculate the variance of the math subject, see math subject. So various math I'm writing here. So how we are getting? So let me explain. Okay, so don't worry, I'm just explaining simple way. See, you will able to understand how we are getting. So you people are not required to think properly. Yes. So how you are getting the value? So listen, we are trying to get the covariance of this subject math. So first we need to calculate its variance. So what is the variance and how we can get it? We got the mean. Okay. So what is the formula? A simple formula. I will tell you simple formula of the getting the variance. Okay, variance of x. Variance of the x. So x could be anything, just like the math English art. It is summation of 1 upon n. Okay, don't worry. Summation of xi minus x bar whole square. Okay, just put all these values and you will get the variance. So let me explain what are these values we are having. So I'm just marking by arrow symbol, then you can understand. How many total number of the information we have? Five rows. So this n would be 5. Now, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, and this 90, 90, 60, 60, 30, all these values will be xi. Can I say?
Yes, sir.
And this is a mean of the our x. That is a math. Just tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do nothing. Just you need to put all these values. How many times? N times. Okay, n times. You people to execute this code n times. Okay, don't worry. So how many times you have to run? I equal to 1 to n. Okay, so 1 to n is 5. So if you try to run this function n times, then you will get this value. So listen, 90 minus 60, 90 minus 66, 90 minus 66 square, 90 minus 66 square, again 90 minus 66 square, 60 minus 66 square, 60 minus 66 square, and 60 minus 56 square. You can check it. And last 30 minus 56 square. So we will get this value and divide by 5. 5 is what? N. Okay. We got all these values. I have calculated and tested all values on my notebook. I have just proof over here. We got the variance of the mathematics 504. And if you try to solve this problem with the English and art subjects, then you will get the variance of the English 360 and art you will get the 720. Now, is it clear to all how we are getting the variance? Please tell me right now.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Any other student who are not able to understand what is mean by the variance and how we are getting? Say yes or no. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. So after this point, yes, after this point, we have also solved this problem with the along with others slot as well. So now it's time to show the my next idea, that is the what is mean by the covariance. Okay, so let me show my proof over here how we can get the covariance. Okay, so before telling to all the people, so keep in mind covariance can be used by after determining the its variance value. So we have calculated the variance. Now it's time to calculate the covariance between subjects. So here what we are doing, we are just trying to calculate the covariance between two subjects. Those are the math and English over here, and we have to use its mean. These are the values. Okay. So how we are getting so these values? So please listen carefully. Okay, it's keeping minus one. It's only n, not n minus one. Okay, I will update this thing. Don't worry. So what is the formula of the covariance? Now let us move to the important point. As I told you, you need to calculate the covariance matrix, determine the covariance matrix with help of the covariance. So what is the covariance and how we can get it? So this is a simple formula by which. So this for understanding this formula, let us understand the variance. So that portion we have already discussed. What is mean by the variance and how we can get in the variance. So now it's time to calculate the variance. So variance between the math and English. So let us understand what you need to do. It's simple formula. See, here we have the two variable. One is x and y. So can I say this math is become x and English become the y? Can I say?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So respectively, I can do 90 according to this formula. Please do not think the solution right now. Think the formula right now and see the formula. 90 minus 66 multiplied by the 60 minus 66. Okay. From this portion, I'm just looking at the first row. If I'm looking at the first row, then please, I'm looking at the first row right now. Just think only the first row. So what I need to do, 90 minus 66 multiplied by the 60 minus 66. Now, is it clear? Is it clear all?
Yes,
So
sir. Clear.
here we have
Yes,
this.
sir.
Here we have this portion. Same thing we will do with the 5 times, because our computation will done by the I equal to 1 to n time. Okay, so 90 minus 66, then 90 minus 60. So now we have this. So we have done this activity 5 times toward each and every data point and divide the 5, so you will get the 360. Now, is it clear to all? What is the covariance value you are getting? Any doubt to understand the covariance value? Please let me know right now. Any doubt you are having, so please you can explain or you can ask me right now. Is it clear to all how we are getting the covariance?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, the
Okay.
same.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you try to calculate the covariance between the math and art, then you will get the 180. It is calculated. I have calculated all these values on my notebook. See, student, please listen. Whenever I need to discuss anything, so first I will test on my system. I will test on my notebook. Is it feasible or not? If it is feasible, then I will discuss. So this is a philosophy I always use. The covariance between English and art, we are getting the 0. Okay, while applying the values into over here. So you can choose math and art, any one of the thing into the x and y, it's up to you. Now I want to discuss something over here, then you can able to understand properly. So I'm just choosing different colors right now. You can observe over here, in this is a covariance matrix as we have noted. See, this is a solution of the covariance matrix. We have noted down over here. This is a solution of the covariance matrix we have noted down. Okay. Same thing, same matrix I have written over here. You can observe over here, we have the math. Okay, we have the math. It means we are getting the 504. We are having the English, so we are getting the 360. Okay, we are getting the 172 when we have the art. Okay, so what does it mean? It means all the diagonal elements what we are written over here, they are belong to the variance. Okay, and if you're talking about the other part, you can able to understand like over here. If I just try to find the covariance between the math and English, then what value I had? 360. So covariance between English and mathematics, or mathematics or English, you can observe over here, we are getting the 360.
360.
Yeah, 360. So the diagonal elements which are written over here, that are belong to the variance, while other values belong to the covariance. So the covariance between English and art. So you can choose English and art right now. So let me explain by the different colors so you will be able to understand. See, English, I'm opting right now English and art. Okay. So English, I'm marking by the another circle. Yes, different color. Yes, art. So English and art. So English and art, we are getting the 0. You can observe over here, and here we are getting also 0. Now it is clear to all why, how to draw the covariance matrix. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason when we discuss anything in the class, we will understand properly. So you will find the solution anywhere, or so there's so many places you will find. But how we are getting the covariance matrix? That is a way actually. This is a way. We will understand some mathematical step properly. Okay, now this portion is clear. The variance, covariance, and the covariance matrix, how we are drawing. Now it is clear to all.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, so see, this is a activity we have also discussed with the other slot now. So theory, I am just put it over here for your benefit purpose. So you can note down the blue along the diagonal belong to the variance, and the covariance display the black in the off diagonal element in the matrix A, as you can see over the our slide. Okay, so this is the covariance matrix. Now let us move to our algorithm part right now once again. After calculating the covariance matrix or determining the covariance matrix of our data, what is the next step? Calculating the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Am I right? So let us start this part right now.
Yes,
Can I? So let us understand next step of our algorithm. So it's time to compute the eigenvector and eigenvalues. Okay, so what is eigenvector? Eigenvector is a vector whose direction remains unchanged when a linear transformation is applied to it. So from this point, I will not discuss how to calculate the eigenvector eigenvalue. So I will have the direct solution. So I will discuss the solution only. Because into the examination, I'm looking for the question only the calculating and determining the covariance matrix. Okay, so I can ask into the question. I can ask the exam question into the examination like simple way. Determine the covariance matrix for the our data set in a PCA or PCA problem. So you just need to go through that, because if I am giving this question, okay, calculate eigenvector eigenvalues, you can do, but it takes again more time. So we need to save some time, and we need to understand the concept for the numerical purpose. So you can solve. I know you can solve, but it takes 40 minutes. So the better idea to I can give the question into the portion of the covariance matrix only. So that is sufficient. So from this portion, we have the solution right now. Let us understand the very important steps. Compute eigenvectors and eigenvalues. So let us understand this point right now. So let A be a square matrix. So which is matrix? I'm talking about the covariance matrix. And I told you covariance matrix should be square matrix. That is the 2 by 2, 3 by 3. So here we have the 3 by 3. Okay. And V is a vector and lambda is scalar that satisfy the A into B equal to the lambda B. And that is a portion we have also discussed into our important algorithm. Please keep in mind what we are discussing. We have already discussed everywhere. Okay, see, eigenvector. So what is mean by the eigenvector, square matrix M, the non-zero vector VM. So we are following the same steps. Okay, we are not going to any other part right now. So after this point, what we need to do? We need to determine how to calculate the eigenvalues, and then we will see what is the eigenvectors. So I'm speaking once again to over here that satisfy the A into B equal to the lambda B, and the lambda is called our eigenvalues associated to the eigenvectors V of A matrices. A matrix, sorry. And the eigenvalue of A are root to the characteristic equation. So these are standard equations for determining the our eigenvalues we are using. So I'm not doing anything changes over here. So please keep in mind how we are getting the eigenvalues. Okay. So into the examination, I can extend my question to determine the eigenvalues. Okay, don't worry, because we know how we are getting. So what is the simple formula by which we can get the eigenvalue? determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. So what is mean by the I means identity matrix. Okay, so let us understand this point right now. So calculating determinant of the A minus lambda I. So where, please keep in mind, I is identity matrix. So if I'm putting all the values of the A, so what I'm putting over here, this value belong to the our covariance matrix. Lambda we have put it over there, and this identity matrix we can write like this one, 3 by 3. Can I write like this one? Tell me, can I write
Yes,
like?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can solve this question in simple way. First, what we need to do, we need to multiply lambda into the identity matrix. So what is the value? It could be lambda 0 0 0 lambda 0 0 0 lambda. Am I right? After multiplying, we will get these values of the matrix.
Yes, sir.
And then
Yes,
we need
sir.
then we need to apply the subtraction of the matrix. So 504 minus lambda, and this step will go on, and definitely we will have the solution like this one. So 504 minus lambda and 360. So we will get our matrix like this one. And after this one, what we need to do? Can anyone tell me what we need to do? Can anyone tell me what we need to do?
We have to find lambda value.
We
We need
to
to
find them.
we need to determine the lambda value, but there is only one solution. Just get the determinant. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Because we have given these equations over here, the standard equations. Okay, so we are not changing anything over here. So why? Because eigenvalue of A are the root of the characteristic equation. So we are using its characteristic equations. Okay. So now I'm not going to the its mathematical part in deeply manner, but where it is coming from. So I have written over here. Okay. From this portion, now let us calculate these values. And after calculating these values, we got this solution over here, minus lambda cube plus 1584 lambda square minus 641520 lambda plus 25660,800. So from this perspective, from this point, we will understand how many lambda value we will have. Can anyone tell me how we can have the, or how many values of the lambda we can have?
Sir, 3.
3. Of course, it's a maximum degree of the lambda. We have the 3, so definitely we will have the it's 3. After calculating these values, we will get the lambda value, 3 values. So lambda is what basically our eigenvalues. Am I right? Am I?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now we have determined the eigenvalue. So this portion you can solve into the examination. If I give this question, determine the eigenvalues, you can solve. Okay. So lambda calculation or the eigenvalue calculation we can do in simple way. There will be no issue. So lambda we have got it without any doubt. So now from this perspective, please keep in mind this point you can do, but you will take much time. So can anyone tell me, are you able to get the eigenvectors from the eigenvalues? You can solve this, you can determine the eigenvectors of the eigenvalue from the eigenvalues in a 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 50 minutes. Is it possible? You can calculate? Say yes or no?
No, sir.
No. So that is the reason we have the solution, direct solution over here. So we are discussing solution. We can do, but it takes so much time. We need to go into deeply manner of the eigenvector calculation study. Okay. So I'm not touching that part. So here we have the solution. From this perspective, it is required because what we are doing, we are changing our 3D surface panel into the 2D surface panel. So how we are doing? So that is the only reason we are using a lambda. So from each and every eigen values, we are determining the eigenvector. So we got our answer like over. So I have shown the answer with the help of the arrow symbol. Now it is visible to all.
Yes.
Okay. So now coming back to our algorithmic steps right now. We got our eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Yes, tell me yes or no. We have done this activity. Now, what is the next step? Next step is saying to us, you need to sort the eigenvectors. Okay. So now let us sort the eigenvectors. Yes, I'm back. Coming back to the solution. Yeah. So now sort the eigenvectors by decreasing the eigenvalues. Okay. So what are the eigenvalues we have got it? lambda equal to lambda is approximately or about equal to the 44.81 or 629.11 910. So from this point you need to short all these values. So if I'm shorting all these values, so what I'm getting 910.06, 629.11 and 4.81. Now is it possible? Can I write like this one, the decreasing order? Can I write like the decreasing order? Please tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Okay, so with respectively each and every eigenvalues, you can determine the highest rank of the eigenvalues. What we have 910. Next highest rank we have 629. Okay, next highest rank, that is second we have, that is the value of the eigenvalue, we have the 629, and then we have the 4.81. From this perspective, we need to determine the eigen vectors. Okay, so what is the eigenvectors we have already calculated over here. After this point, you just need to determine, just I can make the solution simple way for a betterment and to avoid your confusion. So we already got this answer right now, so just let me, yes. We got these values and we are getting these values, and I'm just removing unnecessary point. Yes, yes. So from this perspectives, we can observe over here what the values we got it, and yes, we got it, and this values, and this values I can put over here. This yes, now I updated something over here for your betterment. Okay, so you can understand the concept in simple way. So okay, now this one. Now listen. So from this point, if you want to reduce the dimensionality, so from this perspective, if you want to reduce dimensionality, what you're trying to reduce, you're just picking only two. You're picking only the top two eigenvalues. Okay, now is it clear to all right now? Is it clear? You're picking only top two. Suppose you have five features, you have selected the five features, so out of the five features, how many eigenvalues you will have? You will have the eigenvalues you will have five. Okay, suppose you have eigenvalues five, so from these values you are selecting the only, you can select the 2, 3 or 4. You can select top, you can select the top two eigenvalues, you can select top three eigenvalues, or you can select the top four eigenvalues rather than the five, because you're trying to reduce something. So here, out of the three, what I'm choosing the only top two eigenvalues. Now, is it clear to all right now? This point is clear? To reduce the dimensionality, now it is clear? Yes, tell me right now, any doubt you are having, please, you can ask me.
No, sir.
Okay. So from this point, if I'm choosing this one, so can we say this one belong to the this eigenvector? This eigenvalue contain this eigenvector. I'm marking by the arrow, and this contained by this eigenvector. Yes, tell me, am I right? after sorting or after choosing the top kth eigenvectors. Now tell me. Yes, tell me. So I'm choosing only two.
Yes,
So
sir.
3, 2, 2 I'm choosing only right now. Okay. So what is the next step? Just please listen. Moving to the again algorithm part right now. So sorting the eigenvectors. After sorting the eigenvectors, now calculate the
We
new
have to
features.
calculate new features.
New features, and that is to be done by the W matrix. So now let us understand what is W matrix. Okay, so W matrix you will understand. W matrix is nothing that is only describe the chosen eigenvector. So now keep in mind the values. First, we will these value keep these values, and second we will keep these values. So now here we have the our values. Now I've also marked by the arrows. Now it is visible to all right now. So W matrix is what? W is matrix which is determined by the D into K dimensionality. So K means you can say K means total number of the
Eigenvalue.
eigenvectors actually. Eigenvector. Okay. And D is the total number of the features. Okay. That is the features. And we have selected the math, English, and art. Okay, so these are the
Arts.
okay. So these are the values you just keep in mind all these. So our D matrix should our new matrix that is W should be D into K. So that is 3 into 2. 3 rows and 2 columns. So now we have W matrix. So from this perspective, you will able to understand what we have done. We have just reduced our dimensionality. But just keep in mind, sir, we got the other values, but here we are reducing, so we are getting the very minimum value, negative values. See, all these values we are getting due to its eigen vectorization process, and eigen values we are calculating. So due to this perspective, we are getting the its W matrix in terms of the 90, 60, 30. We are getting the base values like in terms of negative values. Why? Because eigen vectorization. Let me explain the concept right now over here. Previously, you have been observed the point right now. See, you have used three features, okay, and that is to be represented by the XYZ panel surface. Speak fast and tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
And now you are just transforming your 3D surface into 2D surface. Then we have only the X and Y.
Yes.
So that is the reason we have this matrix. So at the last slide, you will able to understand the concept summarized way. Transfer the samples what we have onto the new surface. So samples mean these samples means our data actually. The surface means we are talking about our
Date.
data. Okay. So if you want to calculate the y information toward the x, and this x contain the our data. See, so you need to multiply with the W dash. And what is W dash? W dash is transpose of the our matrix, that is W. So X is a new feature table. So you can just use the feature table. That is a you have the you have the three. So from that portion, you can just multiply by the transpose of the matrix W, and then you will get the Y matrix. Okay, and that is a simple concept. So ultimate, what we are doing, we are just transforming a 3D surface into the 2D surface, and that is also known as the 2D subspace over here. And so we are getting some values into the different manner, not the 90, 60, 30 as we have the actual data, and that is the reason only. So ultimately, what we have done in the PC algorithm, we have transformed our information 3D features into 3D into the 2D, or we can say the high dimension to the low dimension. Low dimension can be less than by the its defined or initialized dimension, or could be more than. Suppose we have the 6 dimension, just like here. Suppose we have the 6 feature I'm selecting. So here I'm talking about the 6 dimension. So out of the 6 dimension, I can transform our information into the 2D or 2 dimension, 3 dimension, or I can 4 dimension. But how we can do this can be done by selecting. This can be done by top, selecting top, kth, eigenvector. So if you're choosing the two eigenvectors, top two eigenvectors, so you are talking about the two.
Then we'll be getting
Okay.
2D dimension.
Yeah, of course. So I recommend it to all the people, please just focus on the only the 2D, and this is the best for your simplification purpose. So selecting the top kth, I'm choosing the four top kth eigenvectors. So my transfer information will transfer the 6 dimension to the 4 dimension.
Four
That is only
dimension.
simple.
And from again we have to transfer 4 dimension to 2 dimension, no, sir.
Yes,
If
sir.
you want
Yeah. See, everything is depend on the year top selecting. Suppose here we will get the 6 eigenvalues, total 6 eigenvalues. So from which portion, from you need to determine how many eigenvalues you are selecting to reduce your dimensionality, and that is the important point. So this is the reason actually. Suppose we are
okay,
getting the okay. So these are 6 eigenvalues. Suppose I am getting the 6
6
eigenvalues.
eigenvalues.
6
If
eigenvalues. See,
top
1,
3 we
2,
get
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm choosing only the top 2 eigenvalues, and from this perspective, I'm representing the eigenvectors to demonstrate in my W matrix. Okay, so W matrix will be used by the eigenvectors by the respectively followed by the these top 2 eigenvalues, as we have seen over here. Okay. So so ultimately what we are doing, we are just transforming our one dimension to another dimension, and that is a PCA, that is principal component analysis. So this is just idea about the principal component analysis along with its numerical. I hope it is clear to all.